Now, you've either got it or you don't. And if you don't, you won't ever. So don't strain, don't even bother. Oh, there's things you can learn, sure. The fine points, the stance. Heat that up for you, toast it. But honey, a truly great waitress is born. It's a feel thing, you know what I mean? Deep in the bones of your bones, in your cells. You know, a reporter once asked Louis Armstrong what swing meant. Louis looked him dead in the eyes and said, if you gotta ask, you'll never know. Now, he would have made a great waitress. My very first diner, we had one. Flo Kelly, a goddess in roller skates. Now, Flo was all waitress. She could fill a salt shaker one-handed and never spill a single grain of salt. She could carry 8 Hungry Man specials lined up in her arm like a charm bracelet. She poured gravy like tropical rain. In Flo's maraschino-nailed fingers, the short-order carousel spun like the wheel of fortune. And never, not once, did a customer's coffee get cold. I mean to tell you, that diner was hers. If Jesus himself, amen, came and sat down to supper, he would have tipped double. Then, one day, right after the lunch rush, Flo hung up her hairnet, cashed in her checks, and went sunny side up. And that was when the Lord took my order. I knew what I was. I had been called. Now you look me in the eyes. I know mysteries way beyond menus. I felt the Lord's love pierce my heart like a skewer through turkey. I've seen Jesus sweep ice cold milk with a K. Oh, sorry, hon, I heat that up for you. We got ourselves a new one today. Little Miss Blondie thing, brains like a dish rag. Marty says, Yetta, give her a try. What try? The way she walks into the room, I can tell you the broad ain't no waitress. She's got this 290-pound bag slung up on her shoulder. You just know that it's going to be full of her face 8 by 10. You just know that she's going to be hawking all the customers. Hi, I'm Melissa. Our specials tonight are a light capellini, a sauce margarita, spaghetti and meatballs, a baked beef and pork terrine, meatloaf. And I'd like to thank my parents, my agent, and God for believing in me. A question. Does anyone actually care what the name of the person who's pouring your coffee is? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Gemini, Capricorn rising. Oh, my breakfast is rising. Now, am I right or am I right? Hopeless. First lunch rush, her head will be spinning around faster than the milkshake machine. But she just bats her bug blue eyes up at Marty and says, Yes, I've got experience. And Marty, being A, male, and B, dance, doesn't ask what kind. So, as always, it's up to yours truly to break in the new kid. Never mind, I got migraines in both of my feet. Tammy Sue knows her butt from her elbow in good days, and Kay's going to try to convert her. Now, born once, she can just about handle. Forget born again. So, I give her the counter, okay? Let her annoy the regulars. Marty's up there working the register. Maybe he'll know from experience next time around, which I bet you very good odds at the end of this shift. Hi, can I get you some breakfast? Coffee? Was that regular meaning decaf or regular with cream? And, menus. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. And we're off. And it doesn't get better. Straight through to the lunch rush, she's mixing up eggs over easy, supposed to be scrambled. She's bringing the Western the waffles. She's dropping forks left, right, and center. The decaf goes dry. Then she loses an order. A party of 6, and they walk out without paying. So I'm like, hey, Marty, get the hook, because Ms. 8x10's just flunked our audition. And Marty just says, listen, everyone's got to start somewhere. I tell him where I'd like to start, with his head on a plate. The hell with this, I need a cigarette. Half an hour later, I come out right back, and Miss Blondie thing's sitting by the curb, face all running like a doll that couldn't handle the heat. I decide to stick to my cigarette, naturally, until some voice comes nagging in my head, and from some deep, dark place, unbeknownst to me, a tiny drop of empathy manages to sneak its way up to the surface. What, you took a button down and he still didn't tip? Blondie isn't impressed. I learned that this isn't just Miss Capricorn Rising's first day in the job here. It's her first day in the job anywhere. Ever. Period. Yeah, rich parents say I'd be devastated too. But now she's out here on her own and trying to make something for herself, just like the rest of us. I almost go back inside. Almost. You know, people think if you haven't done something before, you're an idiot. But People can't know what's really inside of you, okay? Hell, you don't even know yourself till you're given the chance. Then, all of a sudden, you start to see this new personality swell under your skin, bursting through where you least expect it. And everything you thought you were just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't seem possible that you could wake up to the same old alarm clock and feel the same pair of shoes, but you do. Don't lose it, kid. This newness, the urgent, sharp knowledge that everything matters, that being good matters. You gotta want to do everything well. I know. What do I know? I'm a waitress. It's not what I dreamed of, what anyone dreams of, really, but I make a difference. I do. There are lives on each stool at the end of that counter. The old man who's ordered his shredded wheat and chocolate malt every year for the past 23 years. The lady who fought with her husband last night and treated herself to French toast with a friend who's just had a mastectomy. The man who panhandled the price of his coffee. I touch them. I do. Not in a nasty way or nothing, just in the way that I give them the quiet sensation that, for once, in their sad, uncontrollable lives, they wanted a small thing and got it. I brought it. And that matters. I may not have dreamed being a waitress, but you watch me. I'm gonna be brilliant. I'm gonna be one of the greats. You stick with me, kid? You would be too.